So yesterday's video was on Deathmatch, which is a battle pass weapon that should be fairly good on Arlecchino. And today we're going to continue with the battle pass weapons and we're going to look at Battle of the Fjord. Now I talked about this a little bit in that video. So in this video, we are going to go into this weapon. We're going to look at its stats, its passive, and who it can be good for. So this one also gets a crit rate just like Deathmatch. The passive, when there are at least 3 different types, elemental types in your party, elemental match will be increased by 120. Real quick, we want to touch on how to get this weapon. To get this weapon, you have to get the battle pass. You have to pay for the Gnostic Hymn. At level 30, you will have an option to get a weapon. Ballad of the Fjord is one of these weapons that you have the option to get. This is the only way to get it, unfortunately. So to show off its passive, we are going to get a party with Xiangling and then with other elements, so that way we can show the increase in the elemental mastery. So Xiangling's elemental mastery is at 85 with the Ballad of the Fjord equipped. If we have a party that has 3 different elemental types, being Xiangling, Pyro, Child, Hydro, and Sucrose, Anemo, then it gets an increase of 120 going to 205. So one thing I did notice is that I had Xiangling, Bennett, Sucrose, and Child, and it didn't activate the passive. Once I just went into the party and changed some stuff around, and I almost had to recalibrate everything. I guess that'd be an okay word. It gave her the EM. Once I swapped her back to Benny, or once I swapped Yaimiko back to Benny, it kept the EM even after that. So it is just 3 different elements. You can have 2 Pyro, or 2 Hydro, or 2 Anemo. So now we're going to look at some characters that this weapon can be good for. Obviously, we have Xiangling. Xiangling is going to love the crit rate, going to love the elemental mastery, especially in a vaporizer melt team. This is going to be a fairly good weapon for her if you have the catch on somebody else. Like I have the catch on my Raiden. So I want to have a weapon like this on Xiangling for the vaporize reactions with Tartaglia. Next, we're going to have a character like Raiden. Now, while the catch is going to outperform just about any other 4-star, Battle of the Fjord can be good on her if you have her in a quicken aggravate team, right? Where you would have to run maybe Raiden, Sara, Nahida, and Jean for some healing, something like that. That is where you would want the EM, you would want the crit rate, you would still be running an ER Sans to get her elemental mastery, to get her energy recharge up, but it can be good on Raiden. But just get the catch. Just R5 the catch. I'm going to say this in every single video that we talk about Raiden and other weapons besides engulfing or the catch. Just get the catch. Next, we're going to have a character like Toma, where this is going to kind of be in a Burgeon team, where you might also have the possibility of Toma triggering some vaporize reactions, right? Like a slower Burgeon team. Now, Kitane Crossspear or Dragon's Bane is going to outperform Ballad of the Fjord, but if you're trying to get critable reactions out of him, as well as getting some Burgeon damage, then this can be a good weapon for him. Now, a character like Cyno is going to greatly appreciate this because you want to build Cyno for EM, especially in a quick bloom team. So he would love the EM. He would also love the crit rate because spread or aggravate reactions can crit. So he would love everything about this weapon. Next, we have Hu Tao. Now, if you've been unlucky with getting a Dragon's Bane for Hu Tao, this weapon can be good for her. She'll love the crit rate. She'll love the EM for vaporize reactions with Xingqiu or Yelan. So this can be a very solid weapon for Hu Tao. Now that is going to be it for this video. It is a shorter one. I did kind of speed run through this just because a lot of the people that can use Deathmatch can also use Ballad of the Fjord if they are on a vaporizer melt team or a quicken and aggravate team. So they're pretty similar in who can use them. But that's going to be it for this video. If you have any questions, be sure to leave it down in the comments. Myself or somebody else will be sure to answer it, and I'll see you in the next one.